Good morning, friends. This video is meant for every one of us. Yesterday, I just introduced a reported speech. We will continue that. So, yesterday, I just explained the first type of the reported speech, that was interrogative questions beginning with do, does, the questions which are having the answer yes or no. And I just remind you that I used the conjunction if or whether. Like you said that the teacher said to the boy, "Are you prepared for the exam?" So first of all, the question, "Are you prepared for the exam?" has to be written in SVO form. "Are you prepared for the exam?" will change into "You are prepared for the exam?" So the teacher asked the boy if he was prepared for the exam. Here, "are" changes into "were," but he is the third person and he takes "was." So the past tense will be "was." It will be treated like that. "Are you prepared?" So in place of a "were," it will be "was," according to he. So the teacher asked the boy if he was prepared for the exam. This was type 1. The statement or the question under inverted comma was yes or no type. The second one is that if the question under inverted comma A begins with WHO, I mean what, which, when, whose, where, how. If the question begins with WHO, then definitely there will be no conjunction. No conjunction so far will be used. It will be just all the rules will be followed. Change of person will be followed. Change of tense will be followed. Elementary changes will be followed. But there will be no conjunction in that regard. Like if you say that the traveler said to the passerby, who are you waiting for?" The traveler asked the passerby who he was waiting for. "Who are you waiting for" will change into who you are waiting for, and "you" is the third person, the person who is standing, that will change into he. And of course "are" changes into "where," but according to he it will be "was." So who he was waiting for, the traveler asked the man or the passerby who he was waiting for. Now the changes of tenses will remain the same. Now let us say the second question is that the examiner said to the candidates, "Why don't you use only pen while writing in exam?" So the examiner asked the candidates why they didn't use only pen in the exam. "Do not" will change into "didn't," and "why" will remain the same. So the examiner asked the candidates why they didn't use a pen only in the exam. So this was WH question. Now comes the imperative sentences. Now you'd like to ask, what are imperative sentences? The sentences in which there is order, there is an instruction, there is advice, there is a request, there is prohibition, or there is a kind of forbidding. So the instruction, prohibition, advice, instruction, and threat, or any sort of instruction, any sort of like request, order, and command. If this kind of questions comes, then certainly the reporting verb "said to" will change according to the according to the sense being conveyed by the sentence. For example, if the sentence is like that, the commander said to the regiment, "Be prepared for the war." The commander commanded the regiment, or the commander ordered the regiment to be ready for the war. "To" will be used here in place of that. That means the conjunction "to" has to be used. The commander commanded the regiment to be prepared for the exam. The old man said to the king, "Please give me some alms." Here it is, "please" will change into request. So the old man requested the king to give him some alms. The principal said to the students, you all have to get your admit card signed by me. The principal, instructed all the students to get all of them their admit cards signed by him. So here two is the conjunction that is used. Like the mother said to the child, don't play in the sun. The mother instructed or asked the child not to play in the sun. Not will come first, two will go after not. The father said to the daughter, uh, do come before time, do come before time, don't linger your time. The father advised the daughter to come in time and not to linger her time. So this is the imperative sentences. Suppose somewhere it is written, no smoking here. So the writing on the wall prohibited any sort of smoking there. Here it will be just the writing on the wall prohibited any sort of, smoking there. Somewhere it is written, the writing on the wall was, don't spit here. The writing on the wall prohibited everyone from spitting there. So these are some common sense question. Then if the reporting verb is said, and if the statement in the inverted comma is with let us, then said to will change into proposed. Like all the students said to their guide, let's go for a picnic. All the students, proposed that, proposed their guide that they should go for a picnic. Now comes, exclamatory sentences. In exclamatory sentences, we have to use, we have to use exclaimed in place of said, and we have to add exclaimed with sorrow or exclaimed with joy according to the feelings conveyed. Like if somebody said, "Whoa, you are the winner." So here there is a feeling of, triumph, or there is a feeling of appreciation. So he exclaimed that she was a winner. The captain said to the team, well done, you all deserve a prize. The captain applauded the teammates and said that they all deserved a prize. Like that, the father said to the child, well done, my child, keep it up. The father applauded his child, saying that he has done well, and further advised him to keep going, or to keep it up, So these are some of the ways in which we can. Now the question arises, why we are talking about reported speech. So very simple thing, that whenever we start delivering a speech, or whenever we start writing an answer in any chapter, we need to write in indirect speech. We never write any answer in direct speech. For instance, there is a story, The Two Gentlemen of Verona. The question comes that what was the first reaction of the narrator when he met the two children at the outer skirt of the city Verona. See how we are making use of indirect speech. The narrator, having met the two children for the first time, was impressed by their good manner and their willingness to work. Further, he told the two boys that they were selling wild strawberries, and perhaps they were interested to sell a basket of fruits to him. The boys, asked the narrator if he would like to buy some wild strawberries. Though the narrator was not interested, yet having been impressed by their good manner, he told them that he would buy the entire basket. What really impressed the narrator? Their good behavior, their good manner impressed the narrator. The narrator further asked the two children if they did different jobs. the child Nicola answered that yes, they did different jobs such as polishing shoes of the guest, hawking newspapers, selling fruits, and helping tourist to go from place to place, visit place to place as a guide. So the two children, though were of 12 and 13 years of age, but yet they exhibited the qualities, the understanding, the sense of understanding of the elderly people. So, how we are making use of indirect speech. Suppose somebody is delivering a speech and he started about science and technology. He said, he will say like that gentlemen and ladies, you must be aware that science has created an aura of development all over the world. So he said like that you all are aware of the fact that now from this sentence that science has created an aura of development is an indirect speech. So whenever you deliver a speech, it will be an indirect. And that's so the use of indirect speech or reported speech is very significant, not only for the point of view of exams, but also for drafting any speech, delivering any message, or conducting any seminar. Everywhere you have to use direct and indirect. Thank you. Have a nice morning. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Is English by Eddie Singh. Thanks.